I grew up mainly in Pomona, California, and about the age of 10 or 11, I decided I want to go into the rabbinate, inspired by probably three things. One would be my rabbi. The second would be my parents, who joined the Reformed congregation and went every week, and I would go with them and became very active. And the third, I realized later, and probably the most influential, was my grandfather, who wanted to be a rabbi in Europe and fled the pogroms at 16, 17 and became a tailor in Minnesota, and then we moved to Southern California. He lived with us because my grandmother died when I was 1. And he and I became very close. I would sit with him for the second part of the Seder, be the only one, and sing songs. I was the oldest, so I would drive him to the conservative shul in town. There was a little conservative shul whenever he wanted to go. And I think it was really his Yiddishkeit and his love. You know, he said, I don't care if you're Reformed, conservative, Orthodox, we're all Jews. And that's the important thing. Then I graduated UCLA, HUC, spent my first year in Israel, which was a very transformative year when we're talking about Israel. It was 3 months after the Six-Day War. I would almost use the term euphoric. This was a time when everyone had wonderful dreams, that the Arabs, the Palestinians, and the Jews, even though the land was taken, the Jews would get together. Many of the Palestinians were coming and working in places, and that, oh yes, we have better health care, we have better, and it seemed like everything would just be wonderful. And so Israel holds it just holds a very emotional place in my life. Politically, I have some problems, as many people have problems, I think. But in terms of going there, at least I'm able to separate in my own feelings what I get from being there as, shall we say, a homeland, to what the political issue is, that many of which I don't agree with, things going on, but still it has a very special place. And one of the nice things I read about this when I just received the Israel Out Loud was that the causes that are going to be given to from the money that is raised are causes that I believe in very much. My dream as a rabbi for Israel is the following: that it not be a state of Jews, but it be a Jewish state. And the way it was to be built, and the Zionist idea was to embrace Jewish values, and it be a state that has a bit higher values than maybe other states throughout the world. That is my Israeli dream. That is my political Israeli dream, okay? My other dream, you see a lot of things coming through. I mean, the Jewish mind and all these things that go in tech and medicine, and like I said, all of those types of things. And the beauty of the land and attachment to the land. But it's the other part of it where I don't think the dream has been fulfilled yet. And part of my job is to support things that help fulfill that dream.